Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Marian Elise, and today I'm going to be giving you tips to be able to pay for your college without having to take out a loan. You heard that right, y'all. I said without taking out a loan, okay? All by finding and receiving scholarships. So today, these tips will help you increase your chances, and it's only 5 tips. 5. So this video will be a part of a series that I want to do for school because while my channel is about beauty and hair, I also want to include the academic aspects of my life. So some videos in this series will be how to get into your dream school, what to bring to college, what not to bring to college, and how to maintain a 4.0, okay? Because your girl made it through her first year. And much more. So please hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, and make sure you stay tuned. Also, drop some comments if you have any ideas that you want me to do because I'm definitely here for it. So because I might be a stranger to you, I just want to make sure I clear up some things and tell you why I am a credible source for this topic. My name is Marian Elise. Elise is actually my middle name. Turner is my last name. A lot of people think Elise is my last name, but that doesn't matter. I attend the #1 HBCU in the world, and that is Spelman College. The #1. Top 2 and not 2. Top 2 and not 2. Top 2 and not 2. I just completed my first year. I'm a sophomore now, y'all. It was a long year. I made it through. I am an international studies major and a documentary filmmaking minor from Mississippi. So now that you know things about my college, I want to talk about my high school senior year just because that's actually the key points for this video, y'all. So in high school, like I said, I'm from Mississippi. I was #1 in my class, so I was the valedictorian. I graduated with my associate's degree because I took dual enrollment classes, so I ended up taking 22 dual enrollment classes, applied to 20 colleges, and I got into all 20. And the thing that y'all really want to know, I do attend my college on a full ride, so I'm not paying anything. And my total amount of scholarships was, I was almost at $500,000, y'all. I know. I could have got there sooner. The only reason I didn't is because I was new to this process. I didn't know what to do, how to find scholarships. After using the fall semester of my senior year and the summer before trying to figure that out, I was just all over the place. So if I would have known then what I know now, I am more than like 125% sure that I would have reached over the amount I had. So now that you know why you can listen to your girl, let's get into the video. Tip #1 is to use free resources. The 2 websites that I used were FastWeb and scholarships.com. Amazing websites, amazing. Don't pay for websites. And I know some websites like Scholly.com, you might hear that a lot, but honestly, those websites do the same thing that the free ones do. So save your coins. You should not have to pay money to get money. And that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Tip number 2. Tip number 2 is literally look for scholarships that are specifically geared towards you as a student, as a person, as a human being. These websites will allow you to build a profile where you input all of your accomplishments, your grades, your hobbies, interests, your major, minor, and your stats. So when you do register for the website, it'll only show you scholarships that fit you. Now I did say stats, but because we are in the era of Corona, stats are not a really important thing, and by stats I mean your ACT and SAT scores, because I think that is a great thing that schools are starting to change that policy because your grades do not determine how good of a student you are. I mean your SAT and SAC. Yeah, well, your scores do not determine how good of a student you are. Say it with me. Your scores do not determine how good of a student you are. Thank you. So make sure you do put in these websites everything about you, everything they ask. Make sure you fill it out all the way because it's gonna only give you what you give them. Also, if you don't use the websites and you just want to Google scholarships, which is a great idea, look up things that are specifically things about you. For example, look up sports scholarships if you play sports. scholarships for your specific major. I'm an international studies major with a film minor, so I could definitely Google either one of those and it'll pop up. Also use the names of organizations and your hobbies because, let me tell you, there are many organizations and clubs that actually give out scholarships for students involved in those. For example, I was in Beta Club in high school. Shout out to Beta. I'm a Beta girl. So I applied for the Beta scholarship and I actually won, and that is a national scholarship, so whoop-de-whoop. Also in National Honor Society, applied for that scholarship, national scholarship, whoop-de-whoop. I won that too. And you can even Google scholarships for your accomplishments. So I was valedictorian of my high school, so I could look up valedictorian scholarship. If you're left-handed, look up left-handed scholarships. If you're into makeup, it might be beauty scholarships. Like, just do it. Your workplace and your parents' workplace is also a really good place to look into because a lot of people do not look into those. For example, if you are a worker at Walmart or you have someone in your family, specifically a guardian who works at Walmart and is an employee, you are able to apply for the Walmart scholarship. That's an amazing opportunity, and it's simply because your parent or you work at Walmart. And last but not least, always check into your schools that you're applying to for their scholarships because you just never know. If you play an instrument, ask the music department, are you giving out scholarships? If you sing, ask the music department, do you give out scholarships? For me, I did community service in high school, loved it. My college has a community service program, which is also a scholarship, and that's the one I got. If your school offers the Bunner program, look into that. Shout out to Bunner. And as far as schools go, not only look into your school, but your types of schools. So I go to an HBCU. There were plenty of scholarships for students going to an HBCU. I really cannot think of the name of the website that I used, but I'm gonna put it on the screen. But that website, amazing, loved it. Tip number 3. So after you finally set up your profile, I recommend you to write down every scholarship that you see that you qualify for. I always look at the requirements and make sure you qualify for everything on the requirements before you apply. Because if you apply for something and it says you have to live in Texas and you live in Minnesota, it's not gonna work. But I would recommend you to apply for scholarships. It might ask for certain test scores and ACT scores that you might be a little below because they might look at you and see other things that bring you out as a student. So do that. But once you write these scholarships down, make sure you list them in the order that they are due. Deadlines are crucial, and your scholarships are not like your school assignments, okay? If it's due at 11:59 on May 31st, that does not mean you turn it in at 11:58 p.m. on May 31st. No. Usually scholarships have a time frame of like 2 to 3 months, so I definitely recommend you to apply for it within the first month. Apply for it within the first month. Show that you're a punctual person. Show that you are really determined to win, and they'll love it. To remain organized, create a chart for every scholarship. I know this might be a lot, but it helped me a lot. I'll put an example on the screen. Every scholarship that I was applying for, I wrote the name of the scholarship and I wrote down everything that I needed for that specific scholarship. And last but not least, for tip number 3, be mindful of mailing things because mailing takes a while. And so if you want to turn it in within that 1 month time frame, you might have to cut it down to 3 weeks just because you want to give it enough time to be mailed to the place. Tip number 4, y'all, this tip is a lifesaver because I didn't realize this until later in the game and I was sad. While scholarships are different and different scholarships are for different things, different people, the things that they ask for are super repetitive. Have multiple copies ready and go ahead and get your general things out of the way. So you have them. Lucky for you, I included a list of general things you'll need. I'm about to say them, but they'll be in the description box as well. So look down there and check out what I put because I got y'all. Like, I'm not gonna let y'all struggle. I struggled. Y'all not gonna struggle. So the general documents that you should just be aware of and be prepared to get ready would be a personal statement, usually 300 to 500 words, just a writing about yourself. If you're applying for a national scholarship, these people at the headquarters don't know you. How hard can that be? Also have a resume ready because you need a resume. 1 page. Keep it to 1 page. Yes, 1 page is important. Don't go over 1 because that is professional and it just shows your professionalism. A lot of people want to be like, but my resume don't fit on 1 page. make it fit. Make sure you get your transcripts ready, so go to your counselor. My counselor loved that I just wrote down a list of scholarships that I was applying for, the dates they were due, and whether they needed a transcript or not, or a recommendation. A lot of scholarships will ask for a non-official transcript or an official transcript. Unofficial transcripts can usually be printed from your own computer and you don't have to go to your counselor about it, but official transcripts, for me at least, I had to go to my counselor every time I wanted one because usually they would want them sealed and stamped. So what I did was, after I made my list of scholarships, what I needed for them, the due dates, I took all of the scholarships that needed an official transcript, which really came out to be about like 30 of them. But I just went ahead and typed it out. I put the due dates on it. I gave it to my counselor and she was very happy that I did that because I didn't have to go back to her 30 times asking for a transcript. Make your counselors happy, people. And I would also recommend the same information for recommendations. Those are very crucial. You need to go ahead and know who you're going to ask for a recommendation so you can let them know in advance. You need to let them know in advance. You need to. So you want it to be well written. You just want it to say everything that the person can possibly say about you. Everything good, okay? So make sure that you give them enough time to write one. Make sure that you let them know when it's due and send reminders. Because if your whole application is complete and your recommendations are not, then your application is not complete. A lot of my scholarships asked for activity sheets, so they wanted to know what activities I was involved in, from what dates, my positions in these activities, and a description of them. A lot of schools don't have certain clubs, like Beta Club is national, but not every state has it. So some scholarships might not know what Beta Club is, so they'll ask for a description. So guys, we're almost done. We're on the last tip, which is tip number 5. This tip is really what will set you off above everyone else, all of your competitors, because it's just that tip. So number 5 is literally just to go above and beyond with everything you do in these applications. And I'm gonna tell you how to do that so simple. To make yourself stand out, you want to give them what they asked for and more. So tip number 5 is literally the tip that actually I feel like made me stand out above all of my other competitors in the scholarship. So tip number 5 is simply just to go above and beyond what they ask you for. There are multiple ways that you can boost up your application to make you look a little more competitive and a little more determined than others. Some scholarships are really free with how you submit items, and some scholarships are very sturdy with the things that they ask for. So if a scholarship tells you only do this, then only do it. But if it leaves room for a little extra, just throw a little, you know. You know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, I'm gonna tell you. For instance, if you're mailing in a scholarship and you're mailing in like a packet of information, it's nothing to just slip a little extra paper in there. Okay, but for scholarships that are online and have like a Dropbox and you have to submit items to the links that they give you, then that's a little harder, but I'm gonna tell you how to get those too. So for the scholarships that are a lot looser, that you can kind of submit open-handedly and kind of add in items easily, I would recommend you do supplemental essays. So write a second essay. If they don't ask for a personal statement, write a personal statement and submit it. Write an essay about the college you're going to, what you plan on doing at the college, and what you plan on doing after graduation. Or you could write an essay specifically about the scholarship you're applying for and how the scholarship would really help you. If they don't ask for an activity sheet, community service hour sheet, include one. Just type up a list of everything you've been in, your position, basically what I listed in tip 4, and submit it. Same with the resume. If they don't ask for a resume, submit a resume. You'll just look a lot better and you'll win. You can also send in multiple recommendations. For example, for me, when I applied for Spelman, it was my number 1 choice. It's very competitive to get into Spelman, so y'all, I was pulling out all the tricks. I'm gonna make a specific video for Spelman. If you're interested in my school, stay tuned for that video because I'm so excited to make that one. But like I was saying, specifically for Spelman, I know they asked for just like 3 recommendations, and y'all, I submitted 8. I wanted to get in, don't judge me. If you're an artist and you're applying to a school and you're like an art major, photography, film, submit a portfolio or submit some type of work that you do. For instance, if you do a YouTube channel, I just started my YouTube channel, but it's okay, I'm gonna get there. If you have a YouTube channel, any type of blog, submit that. Let them know so they can see more of you without you having to write more. And And last but not least, reach out to that scholarship, that organization, and just stay in contact with them about your application status and just thanking them for the opportunity. It is really nice to just make yourself known and familiarize yourself to them so they'll know your name. They'll be like, okay, this Marian girl keeps calling. She keeps calling. And if you're nervous to call or email, just think about it as just checking in on a friend. The scholarship is the money. Money is your friend. Check on your friend. Check on your friend. Alright guys, that's it for today, and that concludes this video. I love talking about school because I am a nerd. I definitely am all about my books. If you have any questions, just list them in the comment section and let me know. If you want me to do a part 2 to this video or a specific video to anything I talked about in this video, let me know that as well. Also, don't forget, this will be a part of a series that I want to keep on my channel, so I will be doing school tips, you know, the whole shebang, how to survive as a freshman, and much more. Also, check out the description box for a little recap of what I talked about in this video, as well as some links that helped me, because I want to be a resource to you. And you can always reach out to me on my social media and email me if you have any questions. Bye guys!